All right, here we go. So I'm going to show you guys my makeup routine. So it is a 5-minute, I think it's 5 minutes. I don't know if I've ever really timed it, but I know I don't have much more time than that. So it's 5 minutes and it's 6 products and 2 tools. So of the 6 products, 2 of them are a little bit on the pricier side, like you have to get them at Ulta or Sephora, and the rest you can get at Target. They're like under $10, like super cheap. And then the tools are both pretty cheap too. This one's enough talking with no makeup on. Let's put some makeup on. So the very first product that I'm going to talk about is this Erborian. I think that's how you say it. It's like a Korean skin therapy brand. So it's a CC cream. I feel like a lot of people are talking about CC creams, BB creams, and for a long time I was just like, I don't even know what that is. Like, as a girl who just doesn't even wear foundation, I like to wear as little on my face as possible. It's so confusing. I just kind of stayed away from it for a long time. And then I got a sample of a BB cream and I tried it and I liked how like smooth it made my face, but I don't know, I wasn't that impressed. So what I realized though about CC cream is BB cream will make your face matte. It's especially great if you have like oily skin or whatever, but CC cream actually is kind of like a brightener. It makes your face look kind of like dewy, I guess is maybe the right word, which aging skin needs. Like, so the other amazing thing about this, so it goes on really lightweight. It has a bit of color to it. Like it corrects, the CC stands for, I think, correction, like color correction. And then it has an SPF of, SPF of 25. So I just do like about, I don't know if you can see that, about this much. So I just started with like their smaller tube because I wasn't sure. It's a little bit expensive, so I didn't want to add just like a little bit more. So this is about as much as I do. And I just kind of like rub it in my fingers and then I rub it just all over like this. It goes on like a sunscreen, like a lotion. And I don't know if you can see, if you can kind of like see already, but like, and I'm not using any filters on this. It just kind of, I feel like a lot of you have written me lately saying your skin is glowing, and I swear it's from this product, from a few things that I'm doing skincare wise, but like this product, if I could only do one thing to my face, well, I don't know if I'd ever be in that position, but I would, like, this is my number one go-to. I just feel like it gives me, like, I don't know, it pulls together my face a little bit more. So I absolutely love this. So then next is concealer, and I actually do an under eye corrector and concealer. That has changed everything for me. I think I was expecting my concealer to do too much, especially as I've gotten older, and like you just get darker circles as you get older. So that was the first like big step for me. Also figuring out that you need this, not only a sponge to apply it, but you need to like get this sponge wet and like wring it out so that it's damp to apply it, because and not just any sponge. I don't know if you guys remember, I asked you guys like which one's the best, and this one by far, I mean, other than the beauty blender at Sephora, but I had an equal amount of people saying this one, and this one's super cheap. It's by Real Techniques. So I'll link this one at the end, but I take the like pointy end and I tap it in here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Back up. So this is by Becca, and it is their under eye brightening corrector. It's been a game changer for me. So I just tap it in here, and then I just tap it like under my eye, like right where the darkness is. I did learn the hard way with this one where I kind of put it on a little too thick. The texture of this is kind of like a thick lip gloss. And so that's why I think you have to use this to kind of, and it needs to be damp in order to like thin it out just a little bit. Otherwise it goes on too thick, and then older skin, it will settle into your creases and it will actually like highlight your wrinkles, which is terrible. So yes, I would especially recommend doing the dampening sponge for like mature skin. I don't know. Probably if you're like, it just depends on the person, the genetics, but like pretty much anyone in their 30s and up should probably be doing their concealer or foundation sponge, just to make sure you're getting like the thinnest layer of it before building, like, because then you can build on top of that thin layer versus just putting on a thick layer right away. I don't know. Hopefully that will make sense. So that's the other kind of pricier thing. So it's just my first two products that I put on are the things I kind of invest in because I don't think you can cheap out on CC cream or under eye brightener. Now the rest of it is all just drugstore. My concealer that I've used for years at this point is by NYX. I think that's how you say it, NYX. And it's just their, I don't know, Studio Photogenic Concealer. And I use it in the number like CW2, which I can't remember if it has like a name that goes with it. But so it's like a little kind of like applicator, like the old school kind. But I actually kind of love that it comes with the applicator. So what I'll do is I'll swipe it here. And then I'll go back over it. Then I go in with my sponge again, and I use the flat end. I have no idea if I'm using these correctly, but I've tried it a few different ways, and I find that this works the best for me. And I'll go in to like kind of just work it out, and I do it kind of across my eyelid just a little bit again to kind of like even it out, and then just like across my cheekbone. This is like under $5 all the time, and it goes on sale all the time at Ulta. In fact, over Black Friday, I think it was down to $2.99 or something. It's crazy. Super cheap. You can get it at Target too. Yeah, so far, I mean, I have heard really great things about Tarte. I guess I'm just very happy with this. So I don't want another product that's going to be another $30 product that I need or whatever. So I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't want to know how good it could be, but I'm very happy with this one. So I will. Okay. And then next is the blush, which I've talked about before. I use this E.L.F palette, but I only use the one that's up in this corner. And I feel like I do get a lot of messages about my blush. I've always thought that was kind of funny, but I guess I kind of get it. Like I love this color because I feel like it just looks really natural, like a natural flush. So I don't even know where I got this brush. Honestly, it's not even anything special. And I just dab it, like mostly concentrating on like the apples of my cheek and then go out. And then I don't do any kind of contouring. If I'm doing a photo shoot or something, then I'll put a little extra time into that. But for my 5-minute face, no way, no time. And then I do mascara, and I'm kind of working in an order of like, depending on how much time I have, this is what I do. You know what I mean? So if I only had 2 minutes, then I'd probably just put on my CC cream and my under eye. If I have a 30 more seconds, like blush is underrated as far as just looking alive. So that is like actually even more important to me than mascara. But mascara is pretty important. There's hardly any days that would go by where I couldn't like take an extra 30 seconds to put my mascara. I talked about this. I talked about it last week, but in case you missed it, I'm a new convert to the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. It is an amazing dupe to the Too Faced mascara that I stayed on better throughout the day than the Too Faced, and it's much less expensive. I think it's like $8.99 versus I don't know, $25. But wait, before I talk about mascara though, I should talk about my natural eyelashes. These are my natural eyelashes. I do get a lot of messages about that, asking if mine are fake. They are real. And in case you've missed me talking about what I use to grow them, I use Rodan & Field's Lash Boost. I have since August, and I'll show you kind of like a close-up. I mean, I need to do a before and after. I mean, they've changed in every way. They've gotten longer, thicker, and darker. And that just has like blown my mind. And I am like, I've said this before, as far as like the best natural face that you can have where you don't have to wear a lot of makeup. I think it's very important to have strong eyelashes and strong eyebrows and white teeth. Honestly, that we're not talking about makeup as far as covering up anything. Like if you have skin issues, that's like a separate subject. I'm talking about like not needing to wear eyeshadow or eyeliner or highlight under your eyebrows, like because you actually have like strong. If you're going to invest in anything as far as like your natural face, I would highly recommend Lash Boost, and you can actually use it on your eyebrows to grow your eyebrows thicker and darker too. So anyways, I can talk about that at a different time. If you have any questions, let me know. Back to the mascara. So again, I don't do waterproof because I feel like it does more damage than it's worth. This I have found stays on great. Like I don't have any issues with it running. It can be so awkward. I think it's so awkward to watch people put their mascara on because they're like blinking and doing all kinds of weird things with their eyes. But so I'm going to do most of it when I'm not filming, but I wanted to show you a little trick that I do to get the corners that's just one coat. I think that's pretty great. The other kind I used to use just like Maybelline, like, I don't even know what it was called. It's like in the turquoise tube for years. And I would have to like go on, wait for it to dry, and then go on and do a second. So I just did the other eye. I don't do my lower lashes because I feel like if I do it and then kind of blink just a little bit, it gets a little bit on them. But like, I feel like if I do my lower lashes, it's a little bit like, wow, you know, like a little scary. When I'm putting it on, I just kind of concentrate at the base. I feel like when I do that, then I don't have to do like an eyeliner, because you want that darkness, like as dark. I get the blackest black, by the way. Like my mascara can't get black. The darker your lashes are, the more like, yeah, you want that. I don't even understand the point of brown mascara, to be honest. So anyway, so that's what I do. I don't go back over it again. Oh, a tip that someone complains about these type of mascaras drying out, and someone said you need to be very conscious to not pump. You know how like, I don't know why, but we've been like trained to like pump the mascara. Don't pump it because that adds air to it, and that like dries out, which totally makes sense. The other thing you can do is use either contact solution or any kind of like saline solution or eye drops towards the end. When it does start to get dry, you add 1 or 2 drops, and it's just so you know, you shouldn't keep mascara for more than probably 3 months at the most. So for those of you who are like, oh, it dried out after 6 months, well, I mean, it's going to do that. Like, so you should be buying it probably every 3 months regardless. And the last step is this Tinted Eyebrow Mascara. I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not, but for those of you who have eyebrows, but you want them to be bolder and darker and fuller, this is also from NYX, and it's cheap. It's not expensive at all. I had been using one from, I think, Benefit or something, and was spending like $20 on it, and this is like, I don't know, under 10. So I get it in espresso because you don't want your eyebrows, you want your eyelashes to be black, but you don't want your eyebrows to be black unless you have black hair. But anyway, so it has like a little like brush, just like a mascara wand, and I use it to kind of pull up. So the other nice thing that this will do is for those of you who do have like longer kind of crazy eyebrows, it kind of puts them under control too. So it kind of holds them in place. So it will darken and thicken and so I know that's, you know, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but I do think having polished eyebrows, it like matters. I don't know. You will look just a little bit more pulled together. So that's my like basic 5-minute face. If I have more time, then I'll use this Becca powder, highlight powder. I've had it for years, like for, I don't know, 3 years or more. You can kind of see, but it's just like a highlight that I'll put on the tops of my like kind of fluffy angle brush, and I do it on my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, over my eyelids, and then I'll take this little one and I'll do it in the corners of my eye, and then like under my eyebrows too, just to kind of make the arch like pop a little bit. So again, that's just like a little touch, but it really like brightens up your face. And then a newer trick that I've learned recently is to take this sponge and just kind of go over the areas that you just did, and it kind of like sets it a little bit and makes it look a little bit more natural and not powdery. My 5-minute face. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm gonna link all the products. Oh, I was gonna add, if I'm doing like a photo shoot, or if we're going out, or I just want to kind of kick it up a notch, I'll do a winged like eyeliner. Sometime I'll do that for you guys. I'll just like from here and then just do a thin line, and I feel like it just kind of makes it look a little bit more like, oh, I have makeup on. Like when I want to look like I'm wearing makeup, then I'll put eyeliner on. But other than that, I don't really ever, what eyeshadow I wear, I honestly don't even own any eyeshadows. And I mostly stick to just a red lip or chapstick. So I'm not, hopefully you guys aren't following me for makeup tips, because my goal for the most part with makeup is to just, again, like enhance like my natural features, not look tired, you know, and not really bring that much attention to the makeup itself.